there's no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I whipped the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, yeah, and I hit that. Okay, yeah, yeah, and I hit that.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Baltimore Ravens.
To kick off for Baltimore.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. For the first time with Austin Eckler. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Herbert, quick pass out wide. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. They'll roll him out right. And he rifles one incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Third and long, it's Herbert. Hunter Henry brings it in. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Fourth down.
They're going for it. Here's Herbert. And it is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. That'll be complete to Cook. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10, counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. On first and 10, it's Jackson. Brought in left side by Snead. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have taken the early lead.
Great field position has to be one of the best friends an offense can have. When you don't have very far to go, you should cash it in with points.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down, it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
That throw into the arms of Allen, and they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. That's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career, and why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Berry,
who's one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time in his career. So I think that we're seeing something very similar here. He may not have known Raymond Berry, but he goes about his business the same way. Understands how defenses are going to play, understands where the leverage is, and goes away from it to the tune of 631 catches.
Calais Campbell on the stop.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Here's Herbert now on second down. That's into the hands of Eckler.
Herbert's pass.
A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it third down.
And it's third down.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And it's complete. Henry. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Herbert hooking up with Henry that time for the Charger first. Running on first down, Eckler. Malik Harrison on the tackle.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know you're trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On second down, Eckler. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Peters on the tackle. No gain on the play. And it's third down.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Back to throw here, Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler. His fourth touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
At 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their 25-yard line. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. That one goes for 24 yards. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. 6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Ravens 14, Chargers 7.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And shedding through the tackle. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
They'll run here with Eckler. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd down.
Here's Herbert. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. He's got a man complete. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Point after, right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry. It's Hill. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Quick strike out wide by Jackson. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers 43. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. Flushed out right. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Yards on the punt there. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Call that a very strong gain at 24. Now this throw caught left side and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's another 1st down as this time they get an even 20. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he took that in one-handed. What a grab. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Now Jackson on 1st down. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown as the 1st half is winding down. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Makes the score Ravens 21, Chargers 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the 2nd half. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
20-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, Jackson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Brown. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Dobbins running out of the gun. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? To be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
Right back to Dobbins on 1st. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield.
The tackle
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
brings up 2nd and 9 at their 49-yard line.
Jackson from the shotgun. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker now to add the point after.
The extra point.
He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
28. Chargers 14. Justin
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for... a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
First down, Chargers.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now Eckler. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
It's Eckler again. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. They begin the drive with Hill. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
Hill, the ball carrier.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 8.
This time Jackson will throw it. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he's got the 1st down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
Baltimore.
The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. This is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
That's the reason we bad for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
They'll need the 39 here for a 1st. This is 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. He finds Humphreys. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 16 yards on that one and a Raven 1st.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. From the 25 on 2nd down, Jackson eluding the press. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back.
On 56. Mike 56. Come on. Mike 56. Mike 56. And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On 2nd down, Hill. And he'll be close to a 1st down at the Chargers' 13-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They'll try and run for the 1st with Edwards. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. Now it's Jackson. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Kenneth Murray. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity, usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On 3rd down, Jackson. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. It's Chuck Clark picking it off, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go again with Dobbins. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
To throw on 3rd down. Jackson out to the right to Humphries. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven 1st. Well, I'm sure he likes his performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the fourth quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see, and other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
On second down now, it's Edwards. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
No gain on the play. Leads to 3rd and 11.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And down to the 28-yard line. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
Raven. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
They run it again with Hill. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
Brought down behind.
Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Jackson now. They set up the screen to Hill. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. They worked very well there for a first down.
And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line.
That's another Baltimore.
They'll run here with Edwards. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Gus Edwards, his first touchdown on the year as the Ravens push further out in front.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes, and that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Now this will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left.
And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Herbert now. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, start the bus, because they think this one is over.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Ravens, Their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.